Okay, trying not to look naked. Hi guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be the second episode in my little series of my top 5 favorite makeup products from specific brands. It's been a little while since I did the first installment, which was e.l.f. So if you guys want to check out my top 5 favorite products from e.l.f. Cosmetics, make sure to check out the video linked right over here. But I know that a lot of you guys really actually enjoyed that video, so I do want to continue to make this a series. I apologize that it's taken so long to get a second part out, but I just have a lot of video ideas and opportunities that have come up over the last few months. So this was the first time that I was able to squeeze another segment of this in. But for today's video, I'm going to be going through my top 5 favorite products from Colourpop Cosmetics. I love Colourpop so much. I just feel like they are the epitome of creative makeup formulas at a very, very affordable price. I just feel like they come out with some of the coolest collections and collabs out there. And also, whenever there's like a new type of formula that's on the market, they're always quick to come out with their own version of it. Or a lot of the times they're at like the forefront, like with their Shock formula eyeshadows and highlighters. Those products are so good. I love the texture on those. They're absolutely amazing. So I just love Colourpop in general. They're just such an exciting company, and I'm always very excited to see what they come out with. But before we jump into my favorite products from them, I just want to welcome anyone who's new here to my channel. I create content on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, and if you are interested in those kinds of videos, please consider subscribing to my channel and also turning your notifications on. And of course, make sure to like and comment on this video. It helps out my channel so much when you interact with it. But we'll go ahead and jump in here to my top 5 Colourpop Cosmetics. We're gonna start with lips because I actually have 2 products. The first one is actually their lip oil, which has completely rubbed off here. But this is their Luxe Lip Oil, and Colourpop's lip oil was actually the first lip oil that I tried when lip oils became this huge trendy product that's happening in beauty lately. But I absolutely love this formula, and I don't think that it's just because it's the first one that I tried. Their formula is really, really hydrating and moisturizing, and it feels really good on the lips. It doesn't feel sticky or heavy or anything like that. The application just feels very, very light, and it leaves your lips looking really, really full and plump and juicy. I just love it so much. The color that I have here is Playa Vista. The packaging's completely rubbed off here, so I will put a picture of what the actual packaging when it's new looks like here on the screen. But this one came from their Wild Nothing collection, which I love that collection. You guys will see I have another thing from that collection in this favorites video. But this is a lip oil that I keep with me all the time. It's really great to apply even when I'm not wearing makeup. It just gives the perfect nude sheer wash of color that looks really, really natural on a bare face, but also is neutral enough that it can literally go with any makeup look. And actually, my lips are feeling a little bit dry right now. I do have a liquid lipstick on, but liquid lipsticks are drying, so I'll go ahead and apply this right over top. Also, to the smell, it smells good. It smells like cake, but not too sugary or overwhelming. It's just a really, really nice scent. But there's what it looks like on the lips over top of a lipstick, so you can definitely apply it over another color, and it's not going to interfere with it that much. The next product from Colourpop is another lip one, and it is their Libby pencils. I love their lip liners so much. I just love how soft the formula is without being like crumbly or breaking up really, really easily. The color that I have here is Beeper, I believe, or Brink. No, it's Brink, my bad. But this Brink color is such a go-to for me. It basically looks like my natural lip color, but just amped up a little bit as far as saturation and pigmentation goes. And the lip liner lasts on my lips so long, especially if I'm not putting a lip oil or something on top of it. It will pretty much last all day, but if I do put a lip oil on top, I don't really have to apply the lip liner again for at least a few hours. So I actually really do love wearing this lip liner paired with the lip oil a lot. That tends to be a go-to for me, especially in more of like the fall and winter months. But if you guys are looking for some affordable lip liners, definitely check out Colourpop's because the quality on it is amazing. And I also really love the actual pencil itself. It's a white pencil, and I don't know exactly what material this is made out of, but it's not made out of like your typical wood pencil stick. I feel like it's some kind of soft plastic instead, so whenever I do sharpen it, it just sharpens off very smoothly, as opposed to with a wood lip liner. It can kind of splinter off and get a little bit jagged, but that's not something I ever have to worry about with this one. Up next is a cheek product, which is pretty new for them, and it is their Cheek Dew Serum Blush. We all know that blush is so in right now currently, and right now a lot of companies really like to put their own twist on blushes as far as doing cream blushes, powdered cream blushes, stick blushes, that kind of stuff. But for me personally, this was the first time I had ever seen a serum blush, so I was really interested and excited to try this one. And as you can see, it comes in a tube that kind of resembles a lip gloss, so don't get them mixed up if you have like a lip gloss and this next to it. But the color that I got in this one is Rumors, which is this really pretty, it's kind of like a bright berry red but with a hint of orange, if that makes any sense. So here's the color on my hand, and then when I buff it out, that's the wash that it gives. As you can see, it packs a punch as far as color goes. A little bit of the serum blush goes a long way on your cheeks, so I would suggest starting out with a little dot at first and then add more if you need to later. But it's so pigmented, so if you're someone who is tanner or deeper, this is gonna be a good one for you because it's actually gonna show up on your skin. If you are fairer, again, I would just say apply it sparingly at first and then add on if you need to. But I also really love how long lasting this is. I'll put it on in the morning and I can still see it on my cheeks by the end of the night, which is something that never happens when it comes to blushes with me. The only one that lasts just as long as this formula does, I would say, would be the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, but this one is so much more affordable and so much easier to get your hands on. So if you've been looking for a long-lasting blush that packs a lot of pigment, I highly recommend their cheek dew. So moving on to their eyeshadow palettes. I'm just gonna call like all of their eyeshadows in general a favorite. I really love the way that they put together the eyeshadow palettes, and I love how affordable they are. They can range anywhere from like $9 for like the little 9 pan all the way up to, I think the most I've seen is like 20 something, maybe 24 max for something like a 12 or 16 pan palette. So again, really affordable, and the quality of their eyeshadows is just like out of this world. Just like the blush and the lip products, very pigmented and saturated, but also really soft and blendable, and anything that's like more of a shimmer shadow or a foil shadow with them honestly gives such a good wet appearance on your eyes, which is exactly what you're looking for, especially when working with a foil shadow. I feel like you can't go wrong with any of their eyeshadow palettes. I've done tons of reviews on different eyeshadow palettes, everything from like some of their more fun collabs like the Sailor Moon collection all the way to the little monochromatic 9 pan palette. And then in particular, I've also reviewed these two palettes, which are my two favorites from them that I wanted to share for this favorites video. The first one is the Wild Nothing palette. I use this palette pretty much in almost every single makeup look. If you guys watch my Get Ready With Me's, more often than not, there's a particular color in here that I use all the time, and it's Coastline right here. This shadow is honestly the most perfect inner corner and brow bone highlight for my skin tone. I'm obsessed with it. Nothing comes close. So that's what it looks like. As you guys can see, it's very bright, but it's nude. So it's not like a stark white where it's just going to be too overpowering in my inner corners. It actually kind of blends out really nicely, so that it can go with just about any makeup look to kind of give it that finishing touch. But I also love everything else in this palette. I feel like this is one of their best neutral palettes. I just love the way that the neutrals have just the slightest touch of pink in them. I think it just gives them a little bit more depth and visual interest. And then this green color in here, which is like the only pop of color in this palette, is Seashells, and this green is absolutely stunning. I love using it in the summertime whenever I can because it's like the perfect kind of like wash of seafoam green on your eyes. Then the other palette that I want to share with you guys is the Limoncello palette. I wanted to get my hands on this palette for so long, and I don't know what took me so long to finally put in a Colourpop order for this, but this palette right here is the most perfect spring and summer palette ever. I mean, just look at those colors. They honestly scream summer, especially this blue and then these greens and yellows right here. But what I especially like about this palette is all of the nudes in here. So you have every nude color that you need at your disposal in this, and then you get your perfect like pops of color for the fun warmer seasons. And then this color right here, Easy Peasy, is one of my favorite colors to use. I actually have it right now on my lids right here, and I actually used this palette today for my eyeshadow, but I'll give you guys a swatch of Easy Peasy because it's a really cool color. So it like kind of looks brown, but it has like a green iridescence over top of it that's just really unique and something that you don't really see a lot. So that's what it ends up looking like on the arm. And like I said, when it comes to Colourpop's like foil and shimmer shadows, they just give that perfect wetness and intensity on the skin that you're looking for whenever you want to do like a strong foil shadow on the lid. So I'm so glad I finally got this Limoncello palette, and one of my favorite perks about it is the fact that it's one of their few palettes that has a mirror in it, because that is the one drawback I have on a lot of Colourpop palettes, is that most of them are like the Wild Nothing palette where there's no mirror on here, which I get is more environmentally friendly, but honestly a lot of the times when I'm working with palettes, I'm bringing them on vacation or I'm like traveling or something, so I do prefer to have that mirror in there because when I work with eyeshadows, I like to be able to bring it up really close to my eye. Then my last Colourpop favorite is a product that I really liked when I initially got it, but I didn't actually start loving it until I laminated my eyebrows, and that's when this product really just kind of took off for me and became one of my favorite makeup products that I apply on a daily basis. I am wearing it on my brows right now, along with just like a little bit of powder just because I have a heavier face of makeup, but it is their Tinted Feather Effect Styling Wax. So this is kind of like, I guess, supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Freeze, though I've never tried it, so I can't compare it. But basically, it's a brow wax, and what I like about theirs in particular is that it comes in a tinted option. I haven't seen that happen with any of the other kind of like laminated effect type of brow pomades or products out there. This is the first time I'm seeing anything with any kind of color like that. So I really like that, because my favorite time to use this is when I'm just doing a very quick natural face of makeup and I want to be able to do my brows really fast. I like the fact that there's already color in this, so all I have to do is dip my spoolie in and then brush up my brows, and not only are they fluffed, but they're also tinted a little bit as well so that they look nice and put together. So this is just a perfect all-around product, and again, just like the Limoncello palette, it does come with a mirror on top, so that is a huge bonus for me. Alright you guys, so that is going to be it for my top 5 favorite Colourpop Cosmetics. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that a lot of people said that they liked this concept, especially for some information on brands that they may not have tried out before. Seeing my favorites kind of gives them like an introduction into like the best products to try out for the first time. So if you guys are here and you've never tried Colourpop before, I hope that this video was helpful for that, and that if you order any of these favorites, that you enjoy them just as much as I do. But I'm gonna go ahead and get going now, and I promise to have a part 3 up much sooner than I did part 2. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if there's a specific brand that you guys would like me to focus on for the next video of this series. And of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe. But I love you guys. I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon again in my next video. Bye.